Oh yeah, Black Sun in the hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today, man. We got MD in the house. What's going on, MD? Okay, as we wait for MD, he's on the road, so getting situated. Yeah, I got three articles. Let me set them up because I want to read. Um, I want to read a specific article. Let's see. So we got okay, hold on. We got right wing death squad. That sounds like my cup of tea. And liable. Oh, this oh god. I'm gonna let you read the fake news, MD. I'm gonna let you read the fake news.
What you mean?
Man, it was not sexual abuse, man. It was damn it was assault. It was simple assault, man. What the hell?
Oh, it was a reason I pulled it, but I can't read it. I'm driving. So,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, man. I gotta read this fake news, man. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, because I saw the press conference, man. The press conference, yeah, it wasn't no, yeah, man, that's slander. Shit, they slandering Trump. But yeah, civil suit. It was simple assault. But we'll we'll get to it. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna read that first since I let the cat out the bag. Let's see here. Let's get started. Let me share a screen. Let me do that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let me get started. Let me get started. All right. This right here says, actually, you know what? Let me read this one first. So it says, Trump
I don't
found,
see nothing on the screen.
okay, let me share a screen. Let's see, boom, share screen. Share and let's see here, right? Let's hit screen now.
I'm waiting for it to load up. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Okay, you want to read this one because I don't want to read no. Yeah, this is.
Bro, I can't read nothing. I'm driving.
Oh, you driving? Okay, okay. Well, let me read this fake news. Let me read this fake news, man. Because it was, yeah, he got charged with simple assault, man. What the hell is this sexual abuse? He found liable sexual abuse and boy, okay. Let me read this shit. All right, Trump found liable for sexually abusing and defaming E. Jean Carroll in a civil trial, and is ordered to pay $5 million. Let me scroll it down. I do.
Where's this from?
Oh, this from look like NBC News figures. NBC News. Okay, so we got NBC News saying a New York jury found former President Donald Trump liable Tuesday for sexually abusing. I'm gonna have to fact check that. Writer E. Jean Carroll in a Manhattan department store in the 1990s, but not liable for her alleged rape. The jury awarded her $5 million in damages for her battery and defamation claims. There we go. Battery and defamation claims is what he was charged with. Okay, or the claim against him. So he's paying $5 million for the battery and he's paying $5 million for the defamation claims. Okay, so as on his verdict sheet, whether Carol 79 had proven by preponderance of evidence that Mr. Trump raped Ms. Carroll, the 9-person jury checked the box that said no. Asked whether Carroll had proven by preponderance of evidence that Mr. Trump sexually abused Carroll, the jury checked the box that claimed yes. Okay. Both allegations were elements of Carroll's battery claim. Okay, let's scroll down here. The 6 men and the 3 women also found Trump had defamed Carroll by calling her claims a hoax and a con job. The jury deliberated for only about 3 hours, awarded Carroll just over $2 million on the battery claim and just under $3 million on the defamation claims. I filed this lawsuit against Trump to clear my name and to get my life back. Today, the world finally knows the truth, Carroll said in a statement Tuesday. She didn't speak on the reporters outside the courthouse. In a separate statement, her lawyer, Roberta Kaplan, said no one is above the law, not even the former president of the United States. We are so thrilled that the jury agreed. Trump, a 2024 presidential candidate, has consistently denied Carroll's claims. He blasted the verdict on his social media website shortly after the verdict was handed down. I have absolutely no idea who this woman is. This verdict is a disgrace, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time, he wrote in the social Truth Social. A Trump campaign spokesman said in a statement, "Make no mistake, this entire bogus case is a political endeavor targeting President Trump because he is now an overwhelming frontrunner to be once again elected president of the United States. This case will be appealed and we will ultimately win," the statement said. The verdict marks the first time a former president has been found civilly liable for sexual misconduct. And here's the, okay, so demonstrate proof of private evidence. So rape, nope. Did Mr. Trump rape Carroll? No. Did Mr. Trump sexually abuse Ms. Carroll? Yes. Mr. Trump forcibly touched Ms. Carroll? There's no yes or no. Ms. Carroll was injured as a result of Mr. Trump's conduct? Yes. 2 million. So they left that blank. Okay, so number 3, they left blank. Let's scroll down. Republican presidential candidate Asha Hutchinson, a Trump critic, said the jury verdict should be treated with seriousness and is another example of the indefensible behavior of Donald Trump. Carroll sued in Manhattan federal court last year, alleging Trump raped her in a dressing room of a Bergdorf Goodman department store near his Fifth Avenue home in 1995 and 1996. She first went public with the claim in 2019 in her book, "What Do We Need Men For? A Modest Proposal." The verdict carries no criminal implications. The legal standard for liability in the civil case, the preponderance of the evidence wasn't as high as in criminal cases. The civil benchmark is that it is more likely than not that something occurred, while the standard for convictions in criminal cases is proof of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Trump, first as president and then as a private citizen, called Carroll's account a fiction that she concocted to boost book sales. And he has said, "She is not my type." Very important. He didn't testify at the trial, but parts of his video deposition for October were played for the jury. The verdict was required to be unanimous. Carroll was her own star witness at the trial, which began April 25th. "I'm here because Trump raped me," she told the juries during her 3 days on the witness stand. Carroll said she met Trump once before in the 1980s before She bumped into him at the entrance of the department store near Trump's home and office in Trump Tower. Carol, who was an vice columnist for LA Magazine at the time, said Trump told her he was shopping for a lady friend and invited her to come along. He was very personable, she said. She said she had a fun time chatting with him as the excursion eventually led to the sixth floor lingerie department. He was joshing and pleasant and very funny, she said, and they each joked about trying on lingerie. Carol alleged that Trump motioned her towards the dressing room, and that when went in, he shut the door and shoved me against the wall and raped her, and couldn't see anything that was happening, but I could certainly feel the pain. She said allegedly the attack lasted a few minutes before she was able to flee. Carol said that she called a friend, writer Lisa Bernspach, afterward to tell her what had happened. At the Bernspach told her to call the police. Carol said she told her no way because she blamed herself for the attack. Carol also said that she told another friend, Carol Martin, what happened days later, and that Martin urged her not to go to the police for fear Trump and his lawyers would bury her. Let's see here. Bernspach and Martin both testified in Carol's behalf to support her account. Trump's defense. Trump's lawyer, Joe Tacopina, told juries in his opening statement that Carol's claims were unbelievable. She is doing this for money, political reasons, and status, he alleged. And in doing so, she is minimizing true rape victims and destroying their pain and capitalizing on them. When the Carol was on the witness stand, he asked whether she been supposedly raped. I was raped, she responded. Patina also repeatedly pressed her about why she didn't scream for help or go to the police. He raped me when I screamed, whether I screamed or not, Carol told him. Asked whether she agreed that not reporting the attack to the police is an odd fact. Carol said many women do not go to the police, and I understand why. Topekita also grilled Carol, a Democrat, about her politics and her old social media posts, including one from 2012 in which she said she was a massive fan of Trump's show, The Apprentice. I was a big fan of the show, very impressed by it, Carol testified, adding that she didn't like and wouldn't watch the parts with Trump firing contestants. Okay. Trump's attorney wound up resisting their case without having to put on a witness on the stand. Trump had been listed as a possible witness, but he waived his right to testify. Tapachino told U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan on Thursday. The same day, Trump told reporters in Ireland he was returning to New York to deal with the case. His comments prompted the judge to give Trump the opportunity to change his mind about testifying, and he gave him until 5 p.m. Sunday to say whether he would like to take the stand. He didn't. Trump claimed Tuesday morning on Truth Social that he was being silenced, waiting for a jury decision on a false accusation where I, despite being a current political candidate and leading all others in the both parties. I am not allowed to speak or defend myself, even as hard-nosed reporters scream questions about this case at me. He wrote, I will therefore not speak after the trial, but I will appeal the unconstitutional silencing of me as a candidate no matter the outcome. Other accusers. Carroll's attorney played excerpts from Trump's disposition to the jury, including a part in which he misidentified a picture of Carroll in the 1980s as being his ex-wife, Marla Maples. They also tried to bolster Carroll's case by presenting testimony from two other women who allegedly they were accosted by Trump. Jessica Lee's 81 alleged Trump started to grope her out of the blue while they were sitting next to each other on the flight to New York in the late 1970s. The other accuser, Natasha Stanoff, testified she gone to Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in 2005 to interview him and Melania Trump for a story on the first wedding anniversary. She alleged Trump pushed her against a wall and started kissing her before a staff interrupted them. Trump has denied Leeds and Starnoff's allegations at a campaign rally in 2016. He appeared to make fun of Leeds' appearance while ridiculing her accusations, saying she would not be my first choice. And let's go here. He defended those comments in his deposition, in which he also repeatedly insulted Carroll, her attorney Kaplan Leeds, and Stanoff. Don't want to be insulting, but when people accuse me of something, I think I have a right to be insulting because they're insulting me. They're doing the ultimate insult. They make a they make up stories, and then I'm not allowed to speak my mind. No, I disagree with that, he said. An anonymous jury in an unusual move for a civil case, the judge used an anonymous jury, citing judges' history of inflammatory rhetoric about the justice system. It bears mention that Mr. Trump repeatedly has attacked courts, judges, various law enforcement officials, and the other public officials, and even individual jurors in other matters, Kaplan said in his decision. He said he was keeping jurors' identity secret, even from both sides' lawyers, because if juries' identifiers were disclosed, there would be a strong likelihood of unwanted media attention to the jurors, influence attempts, and or of harassments or worse, of jurors by supporters of Mr. Trump. All nine jurors selected swore they couldn't be impartial. The verdict might not be the last time the two sides face off in court. Carroll filed a Nori lawsuit against Trump over alleged defamatory comments he made about her over rape allegations while he was president. The case is pending in the same courthouse before the same judge. In the second case, it had been stalled in a Washington, D.C. federal appeals court over whether Trump was immune from liability because he was president at the time of the comments. The case was sent back to Kaplan last month. In November, Carroll filed a second suit that went to trial with the rape allegations, as well as a new defamation claim stemming from Trump's post-presidency remarks about her. She filed it after New York passed a law that opened a 1-year window for the adult victims of sexual offense to file civil suits, even if the statute of limitations of her claims had expired, as it had for Carroll. And that's it, man. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Statute of limitations. All right. So yeah, that's that story. Glad she got a payday.
Yeah, she definitely got that.
Yeah.
So going back to going back to the difference between rape and sexual battery. So how I heard it explained to me, sexual battery would be anything in regards to like the genitalia, but just not intercourse.
Right.
Whereas intercourse itself would have been
The R
the
word.
rape. You know what I'm saying? The rape. Yeah. Well, yeah. R word. My bad.
No, yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to say that on YouTube, but yeah,
Yeah.
no, I will say R word. Yeah. Even though I read the article, but yeah.
Yeah. So based off of that legal definition, she was claiming the R word, and yet somehow it got around to sexual battery. How that worked, I don't know. Like if I'm coming into let's just take it to a criminal court case.
Right.
If you coming in and accusing me of the R word,
Yep.
and there's no evidence of the R word, how then could you come to a conclusion of a lesser charge? How does that work? I don't know.
Right.
Like the accusation is the R word.
Right. Right.
Correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So if there's no evidence of that, how do we then devalue the charges to something lesser
Right. Good
mid
point.
trial?
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
That's weird to me. But in any event, and on top of that, through depositions and through testimony, you basically stand on your square about the former charge.
Right.
No evidence is brought up about that charge. Because this is a civil suit, what about a counterclaim of slander? I'm surprised I didn't hear that come up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, because usually it'd be a countersuit. Yeah.
I mean, according to Trump, he said he don't even know the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
So if that's the case, I need to tell somebody, my auntie or somebody, hey, look, go. We gonna go out there in the front of the courthouse and tell them that Trump raped you in the '80s or something,
Right.
so we can get some money.
Right.
Hell, if it's that easy.
Right. That's
you know
why
what I'm saying?
I thought there would be a statute of limitation, which they somehow they circumvented them around that, didn't they?
Well, I mean, because of the civil nature of the case, the statute of limitations were like basically null and void. Just like it was with the Cosby.
Oh, right.
Like they, I assume, because remember they started off civilly with Cosby before it went criminal.
Right.
And again, I could be wrong, but when it comes to stuff like murder, the R word and stuff, I don't think there is a statute of limitation.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. Now, that's in the case of that's in the case of an investigation being drawn out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's say somebody gets sexually assaulted. Say what?
No, I'm saying actually, with the statute of limitations, I take that back, because there are actually inmates that have been exonerated on rape cases now, like years later, because of DNA. So maybe there isn't no statute of limitation. You're right. So I would say, yeah, you're right. I agree with you actually on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only assume. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I can only assume that that's the case.
Okay. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, we can get to it the next. If you want to go, you got anything more to say about this? Sounds like a damn ploy to goddamn, yeah, like I said, wear down Trump, man. But it's gonna backfire. This ain't no
Yeah,
significant.
we'll see what's what.
Right. Absolutely. Damn. Shit. Okay, let me get with the next one. All right, so the next one is let me do share screen. Present, share, window, boom, boom. Okay, this one's gonna be fun. Right wing death squad. What to know about the Allen shooter neo-Nazi views? Okay, city of
Where
Allen.
is it from, Blacks? Where is this from?
Um, this is from KS ksat.com. KSAT. So I'm assuming this is a local sounds like
Right,
KSAT. Sounds like a local news in Texas.
right.
Okay, so um okay, the man who killed 8 people at the Dallas area mall wore extremist signia, posted posted racist and misogynistic screeds and praised Nazis online. Here's what you need to know about the shooter and his ties on ongoing right wing mass violence. So let me blow this up a little bit because I can barely see this. Okay. It says here, oh, that's him right there. Okay. Damn. Yeah, he don't look like no white supremacist. He look like more like an essay. All right, let me keep it moving. Jeez. On Tuesday. Oh shit, how do I get rid of this shit? Oh man, hold on. I'm trying to get rid of this thing. Here we go. There we go. All right. Let me scroll back. Um, on Tuesday, the Texas Department of Public Safety confirmed that Mauricio Garcia, who was killed by police during Saturday's attack at Allen Premium Outlets, had neo-Nazi tattoos and beliefs. Garcia also wore a patch during the killing spree that said RWDS, an acronym for Right Wing Death Squad. And while police have yet to announce a motive for the attack, journalists have uncovered a trove of social media posts in which the gunman fantasized about violence and glorified the Third Reich. Tuesday announcement contradicts days of claims by prominent conservatives, including U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who pointed to Garcia's name as presumed Hispanic ethnicity to discount his potential ties with white supremacist movements. This is a very complicated aspect of right wing extremism. Julia Kamen, a former assistant secretary at the Department of Homeland Security, told CNN on Monday, we would assume that everyone is white in a Caucasian sense, but Hispanic is an ethnicity, not a race. And so a lot of Hispanics might identify as being white. Nick Fuentes, the Holocaust denying anti Semite who recently had dinner with former President Donald Trump, has a half Mexican father. Enrique Torrio, the Proud Boys chair, who was found guilty last week of sedition, conspiracy of his role in the January 6, 2021 insurrection at the U.S. Capitol is Afro-Cuban, seeing a recruitment opportunity. The Daily Stormer, arguably the most influential Nazi propaganda outlet in the world, began publishing in Spanish in 2017, and there is ample evidence that extremist views are on the rise amongst communities of color, despite often being couched in ideology that perpetuates false notions of racial and ethnic hierarchy. It is part of the mutation that takes place as the racist fringe ties to become more mainstream. Brian Levin, director of the Center of the Study of Hate and Extremism at Caltech University, told Axios last year. Moreover, the patch Garcia was reportedly wearing also offers troubling clues about his ideology and how it comes to views that are common among white supremacist groups. The White Ring Death Squad patch strongly suggests ties to far right extremists elements in America, and said Andy Campbell, a Huffington Post editor and author of the recent book, We Are Proud Boys, which traces the violent group's origin and white supremacist goals. Today, the RWDS patch is prevalent at events that feature neo Nazi, Proud Boys, or other far right extremist groups. And you don't often see it anywhere else. Often shortened to RWDS, right wing death squads, has for years been a popular slogan amongst neo Nazis and other extremist groups. The Southern Poverty Law Center traces its spread to the Right Stuff, a white nationalist hate group, and it is frequently been done by members of extremist groups, including leaders of the Proud Boys. In 2021, the member of the Right Wing Death Squad Facebook group were arrested after plotting to McVeigh the Democratic National Committee, referenced the Oklahoma City bomb of Timothy McVeigh, who killed 168 people in 1995. And the slogan has a direct connection to political violence, specifically Augusto Pinochet, the CIA-backed dictator who murdered and tortured countless Chileans in the 16 years he led the country. Pinochet was infamous for his brutal campaign against communists, socialists, and other perceived enemies who were frequently dropped into the ocean from helicopters. Today's far right movement adore him. One shirt, the front of which says Pinochet did nothing wrong, is particularly popular. The back reads, "Make communists afraid of rotary aircraft again," with a cartoon of people being dropped from a helicopter. The sleeves has RWDS on it. The Proud Boys, who Campbell said fight under an explicit banner of white supremacy and demand members agree that white men created Western culture, have sold Pinochet merchandise, and some of the group's leaders have been photographed wearing RWDS patches and pro Pinochet garb. Pinochet is celebrated by modern extremist groups for the extrajudicial murders of political opponents he oversaw. In particular, his regime habit of tossing leftists out of helicopters, Campbell added. The shooting in Allen occurred amid a wave of mass killings committed by right-wing extremists. Many of the animated and conspiracy theories that claim there is an intentional, often Jewish-driven effort to dilute white blood through immigration, LGBTQ rights, and interracial marriage. Other attacks were fueled by rhetoric that depicts immigrants as invaders. A common trope among Republican Party leaders such as Governor Greg Abbott, who has continued to use such language despite routine warnings of its danger. The gunman who killed 23 people at an El Paso Walmart in August 2019 said he wanted to stop the Hispanic invasion of Texas. Good luck with that shit. In November, 5 people were murdered at the Colorado Springs LGBTQ club by a man who reportedly ran a neo-Nazi website. 6 months earlier, a white supremacist targeted black shoppers at a Buffalo, New York supermarket, killing 10 using 2020 racial justice protests as cover and hoping to kickstart a second civil war. A U.S. Air Force sergeant attacked law enforcement in the California killing. 2 months earlier, a white supremacist opened fire at a Conway, California synagogue, killing 1. A month before that, a white supremacist killed 51 people at New Zealand mosque in a live stream attack that has inspired numerous mass shootings in America. In 2018, a white supremacist murdered 11 people at Pittsburgh's Tree of Life synagogue. Several school shooters, including the perpetrators of mass killings in Santa Fe, Texas, and Parkland, Florida, have also espoused white supremacist views. Other mass shooters include Garcia, reportedly held beliefs that are common among so-called incels. The term is shorthand for people who are involuntary celibate and who frequently blame their lack of romantic success on feminism. The ideology is replete with misogyny, racism, and anti-Semitism, and online incel community have for years been targeted for recruitment by white supremacists and other extremist movements. Incel ideology also has significant overlap with the broader men's rights movement, which claim that men are losing power in society because of feminism. Such ideology was foundational spread of today's far-right movements, particularly among disaffected young men in online gaming communities nearly a decade ago. And it has its own growing body count. In 2021, 8 people were killed during a shooting spree at various Atlanta spas by a man who blamed women for his sexual addictions. In 2020, a self-described anti-feminist lawyer motivated by a belief that manhood is in serious jeopardy killed a federal judge's son. In 2018, 10 people were killed and 16 injured in a Toronto van attack. Prior to the rampage, the killer posted that the incel rebellion has already begun. And on social media, he had often praised Elliot Rodger, the perpetrator of a misogynistic terror spree that killed 6 people at the University of California, Santa Barbara in 2014. Disclosure: the Southern Poverty Law Center has been a financial support of the Texas Tribune, a nonprofit, nonpartisan news organization that is funded in part by donations from members, foundations, and corporate sponsors. Financial supporters play no role in the Tribune's journalism. Find a complete list of them. Okay, and that's it for that article. Well, more shootings, man, more shootings.
All right, so again, so we're dealing with the identity of this shooter. Like I said, we don't know the ethnicity of this guy. But I'm gonna jump out the window and say chances are he was of Mexican ethnicity.
Okay.
Based on his name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, but how you feel about, because you know there are some Hispanics that do claim themselves as white because they are Spanish descent, so that's really a Spaniard name.
Well, ain't that the goal when they get over here?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Okay.
There's that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, some take it more. Some do it more subtly than others. Some do it more extreme, like this dude.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Many say that
Um,
fascism started in Spain and Italy, of all places, wasn't Germany.
I mean, yeah. So do you take fascism and tune and turn it with an ideology like not Nazism though? How you do that?
Well, I guess because of the link between Adolf Hitler and uh, Benito Mussolini, and also what's his name in Spain, because he was allied with the Nazis too. So I guess because
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah. Man,
historic,
a lot of people don't know they had Spanish squadrons
yeah,
over
yeah,
there in World War II. Yeah.
absolutely, right, right, and they sided with the Nazis. So like I said, but a lot of people don't know is that okay? So you got Nazism, but it spawns from fascism. And fascism comes out of Spain and Italy. A lot of people don't know that.
Right. Well, let's break down fascism, right?
Okay, let's break it down.
Fascism. Hitler was enthralled into that whole fascism, and I wouldn't call
Right.
fascism an ideology. I would
Okay.
call fascism like a method of doing something, right?
Okay.
Fascism is all about sparking the people.
Right.
So Hitler was I guess he was a fan of how Mussolini did it.
Okay.
Come to find out, remember now, after what was that? After the conquering of France, when all of them was over, and Mussolini came to Berlin,
Yeah.
like at that point, uh, 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 Hitler was like, man, I'm like this, like look at this dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
way better. I'm way better than this dude,
Right.
and
Right.
I admired him at one point in time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hitler had an ideology behind his method. A lot of people say Mussolini didn't. Mussolini used fascism to solidify his position in the country, whereas Hitler used nationalist socialism.
Right.
That was the ideology. Fascism was the method to introduce that ideology. Does that
Wait,
make sense?
I mean, you kind of lost me on the fascism. I mean, I'm kind of lost. So you're saying
So
it's not
so again, fascism is not fascism is it the way it's taught historically, fascism is not an ideology.
okay.
Fascism is a method to
Okay, so I
push
guess
an
the question.
ideology.
Okay, so the question I'm asked, well, how would you apply fascism? Can you demonstrate? Because I'm not. Yeah.
You apply fascism through the 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 common way of doing it. You apply fascism through
Okay.
speech and a commonality toward people.
I'm still lost. Damn, MD. I'm still
Okay, let's look up the word fascism, and maybe you'll get a clear
okay.
maybe you'll get a clear understanding of what I'm talking about.
Okay. Fascism. Okay, let's see if I can. Fascism definition. Okay, so I'm gonna do a share screen because I'm a little confused. So I'm gonna share screen and pull this thing up. Boom. Okay, so
Fascism is like a system.
okay, it's a system.
Since
Okay, okay.
since we was talking about like system, I'll leave that alone for now. Fascism is
Oh
a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
system or a method of pushing the ideology. And also, you got to remember, fascism is the precursor for like dictatorship.
Oh, it's a dictator. It says an authoritarian and oh hell no.
I can't see that. That's
Oh, you
small as
can't.
hell.
Oh, it's small. Oh, let me blow it up. I'll blow it up. I'll blow it up. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, that's cool. All right. It says fascism. Like I can't see because it's okay.
Okay.
Fascism, an authoritarian and nationalistic right-wing system of government and social organization. That's a bad
Okay.
definition.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
try to.
that's a bad definition.
Okay.
But I mean,
Hold on. There's more. There's more. There's more. There's
very
more.
intolerant. An authoritarian is an example of very intolerant or demeaning views or practices in a particular way. Extremely authoritarian, intolerant, or oppressive ideas or behavior. Not right back. Yeah. What is this? What dictionary?
Oh, this is just. I think this is Yahoo Dictionary. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Yahoo.
yeah, yeah.
Dictionary.
You gotta go to like a political type. But in any event,
How about Mary?
fascism is a system. Notice how they differentiated fascism when it came to what Hitler was doing. But in layman's terms, was Hitler not a fascist? In layman's terms.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So, but you never heard Hitler being called a fascist. I never heard him being called a fascist. Not historically.
Okay.
Why is that?
I'm lost, brother. I'm lost.
What do you lost? What? So okay. With Mussolini, his ideology. What was his ideology? You tell me.
Was it socialism?
I mean, to a certain degree, it was mainly nationalism.
Nationalism. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
That
Okay.
Mussolini was able to capture the people, and he didn't even do it for a long time because his own people damn killed him.
Right. Right. Right.
But Mussolini was able to capture the hearts of the people through his nationalistic speech.
Right.
That's the fact, and he didn't leave any room for any type of opposition. That's fascism.
Right. Right. Oh, okay. 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 I get that.
Hitler did the same exact thing.
Absolutely.
But we never call Hitler a fascist. Why? Because his socialism was the ideology.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. It's starting to make
when have you we talking about historically now. When was Mussolini ever called a socialist? When?
Right. He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't.
Okay then.
Okay.
But okay, Hitler was.
I get it now. I get it now. It's just I guess I was looking for the application. I kind of knew that.
Well, the application is fascism.
Yeah, the application is fascism. Okay. So
it's not the ideology. It's no ideology in fascism. It's a system.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Hitler used fascism as the system to push nationalist socialism, the Nazi party.
Right.
Mussolini was just a fascist with no real clear cut or concrete political view.
Okay.
He was just a fascist.
Right. Right. Okay.
I mean, his political view was nationalism, but that shit didn't work out so well, did it? You know what I'm saying?
No, because apparently, eventually, socialism turns into communism. Right.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call what Mussolini was doing socialism.
No. I'm not saying no. I'm not. I'm just speaking in general, MD. I'm just speaking in general.
Oh, okay.
But no, I mean, no. I'm definitely not saying that about Mussolini.
Hell, you couldn't have told Hitler that.
Right. Not at the time, but yeah. You're right. Yeah.
But in any event, so it goes back to what I was saying. How, even if you had these Spanish dictators in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, still,
yeah.
How can you allow, even if they had a right-wing ideology, what does that have to do with Nazi ideology? That's weird to me. Because if you take it from a practical sense, and you was able to jump in a phone booth and jump back in time to Nazi Germany, and you throw up Heil Hitler, they gonna send your ass straight to Auschwitz. They gonna look at you like, what the hell?
Wait,
Hey,
what?
you go into the concentration camp. I'm talking about this guy. I'm talking about this shooter.
Oh, okay. Well, wait, whoa. So,
You don't think so?
I mean, well, you do know they had like black Nazis and Jewish Nazis and Muslim Nazis. You do know that, right?
You do know that was only for them to fight.
Absolutely.
What about the ideology? The ideology say what, Black Son?
I mean, they claim, according to Mein Kampf, that he wanted a master race.
Okay, so what
But
are we talking about?
how would that work when you got like Muslims, blacks, and Arabs and fucking Turks and Spanish in your army? I don't. That doesn't make sense.
So do they not say all's fair in love and war?
I guess so. And you had like Africans in Hitler's youth too, man. That which is kind of weird. So it's
Again,
like
and he was also gassing Africans. So
no, he was gassing. Wait, he was gassing, but he was gassing Germans too. Yeah, he was
well,
beheading.
he was gassing like gay Germans and
Okay,
stuff
right.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you had off certain. Well. I mean, I don't know if you heard about. They had the guillotine during that time too. They were damn beheading motherfuckers too, man. I just learned that.
Well, Himmler got away from all that stuff because it was having an effect on his soldiers. That was the whole point of the gas chamber. That was the whole point. I mean, before the gas chamber, they would just outright shoot you in the head.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, but to save bullets, though, I mean, I know they had to. They reinstated the guillotine.
it was having psychological effects on like the Einsatz group and like the Waffen and stuff. So they were
What do
like,
you
hey,
mean?
we need to come up with a better,
What do you mean? Wait. Which method were you talking about?
shooting them in the head.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
So Himmler said, look, we need to come up with a more humane and efficient way to get rid of these people. That's how you got the gas chamber.
Right.
That's how that came about. But in any event, like we getting into Nazi, like
Right. Well, no, but
yeah,
it relates to old boy. I mean, again, because I mean, the fascination just doesn't stop with this guy because you have a lot of Nazis that fled to South America. They felt comfortable fleeing to South America for some reason. So, a lot of them.
so the ideology bled into that, is what you're saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that for some reason, the fascist countries, Nazism somehow bleeds. I guess it just. I guess because historically, you're looking at two. Even though Hitler and Mussolini had two, and I forgot the guy from Spain. I forgot his name, but they were all allies still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And
get
so
you.
even though they're different ideologies, I mean, I guess you're still cool with your allies per se. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, MD. I'm not trying to justify it, but I'm just trying to say that a lot of South American countries, I can see, they're being Spanish. Let me just say, be specific. Spanish Nazis, not Mexican or Indian Nazis. Because there's two different races in Central and South America. You got your Indio, and then you got your Spaniards. Your Spaniards are white. You follow me?
Yeah. I mean, Spanish. Now again, so this whole construct of white,
Right.
you would put Spain under that thumb because they're European. European equals white.
Absolutely.
Under the construct of white.
In fact, some Arabs label themselves as white when they get here to
Well,
America.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Arabs and North Africans
Yep, Arabs and North
are
Africa.
labeled as white.
Yep,
I
Persian.
remember a couple of months ago, we did the story about the OMB, the Office of Management and Budget.
Right.
Some actually want to break away from
We sure did.
characterizing themselves as white, and they wanna use the term MENA, which means Middle Eastern, North Africa.
Well, let me ask
They
you a
want
question.
their own ethnic designation. That's what they want.
Would you consider Bashar al-Assad white?
I mean, I would consider him MENA.
I could pull up his picture now.
I consider him MENA. Like I said, Middle
So if
Eastern,
you
North
saw
Africa.
Bashar al-Assad just walking down the street, walking downtown in Atlanta, you would say he's not white. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, it's certain distinctions. Like, bro, I don't
No,
use.
I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I totally
Yeah,
agree with you.
I don't categorize race with features. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No, and that's fair enough. And that's cool. That's cool. But all I'm saying is that there's a lot of white Arabs that look white. They don't necessarily look Aryan like a Nicolas Cage or a Gary Busey, but they do look like
They look Caucasoid.
Yeah, they look Caucasoid. Like Keanu Reeves don't look like he looks like he could have some Arab blood.
Okay. I mean, I get you, man. Hell, where ain't the cracker been? You know what I'm saying?
What? What?
I mean, that ain't no where the cracker ain't been.
No. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, MD. I'm just saying what I'm saying at the end of the day, man, is that, we do have to take in consideration, especially the damn Turks and hell, the Arabs, the Muslims, they were damn allies with the Nazis. It's because a lot of them were fighting in North Africa. Now you said what's fair in love or war. So yeah, we got some black Nazis, we got damn Arab Nazis, we got goddamn, of course, Spanish.
But the Turks were white. They from the Caucasus.
But so you saying the Turks were white, but then Bashar al-Assad, you're saying he's white, but not like
is MENA.
Huh?
Is MENA.
Okay, you gotta break that down, brother.
Middle Eastern and North African.
Okay, you know what?
That's an ethnic designation.
You're right. You know what? I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that, bro. I can't argue with that. You're right.
I mean, yo, bro, we see people every day, especially in Atlanta.
Yes.
We see people every day. I mean, hell, you can go in any gas station USA and see them people. We don't know if them people is Pakistani. We don't know if they Indian.
Yep.
We don't know if they whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, we know one thing: they Arab. It's plenty of shades. It's plenty of phenotype.
Damn, now you confusing me. So you consider Pakistanians Arab, or are they more Indian? Like, are they more?
I consider them MENA.
Okay, that's a good term. Okay, so a person from India, that's MENA. Where do you?
No. A person from India is Indian.
Okay, so they got their own class. Okay.
Yeah, they got their own ethnic group.
So what about? Okay. What about? What's that damn country near India? What about? You know what? We do this later, man. I'm getting all. Yeah. I'm gonna say this for another day. This is actually interesting, but it's interesting what you like label. What I want to find out is, where do you cross, like, where are the border lines? Like, where do you where does it stop and where does it start? But you know what? We can do that.
I would consider MENA because that's what we stuck on right now.
Right.
I would consider MENA anybody in the Middle East.
Okay, so
from North Africa.
Okay.
All the way over to Pakistan. That's where it stopped.
Okay, so so you don't include the Iraqis and Iranians?
Well, we done passed that already. I just said North Africa all the way to Pakistan.
Okay, you did. Okay, my bad. That's my bad, man. That's my bad.
That encompasses all of that.
Okay, got you. Oh, that's a big area. It's a
big area. You're right.
Okay. That's a lot of races too, but
it's a lot of nationalities. Yeah,
that's a lot.
And then from Pakistan, you got India. India is its own designation of people.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? And I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
And the Indians would tell you that too.
I know. But let me say this without being racist. A Pakistani and an Indian, they look alike to me. I'm just saying.
They do, but in the sense of ethnicity, they two different people.
I agree.
And that's what we talk about. We're not talking about races. We're not talking about phenotype. We talk about ethnicity.
Right.
Ethnically, they ain't got shit to do with the Indians.
I agree. I agree. Oh, trust
So
me.
so a Pakistani person ethnically would be what?
Many.
Arab.
Arab?
Yeah. I mean, when I say Mina, we talk. When I say Mina, we're talking about an Arab person.
Again, like you said, it encompasses a large area. So you know what? You got that, brother. You got that, MD. You right.
Okay. Ethnically, Pakistanis are what? Ethnically, what religion are Pakistani? For the majority.
I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm assuming Islamic, right? Am I right? No.
Let's look it up.
Okay.
I don't want to say no bullshit. Let's look it up.
I don't either. So I'm okay. So I know they're gonna give us a breakdown. So we just gonna go to the majority, right?
Majority Islam. So with that being said,
okay, cool.
Ethnically, they are what?
Arab.
Okay then.
But damn, it's kind of complicated because you know Islam dominates a lot of the Asian countries too.
But here's the different though.
Okay. You know, I'm being complicated. I know.
You are being complicated.
I'm gonna stop, bro. I'm gonna stop, bro. I'm stopping right now.
Because we only talking about one factor of that make us an ethnic group. Like
I know, man. I'm being a devil's. I'm gonna stop, bro. I'm stopping right now, MD. I'm stopping. I'm gonna stop it because I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly where you're going. I agree with you 100%. But I was just trying to, and I'm gonna stop that shit because I don't want. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it, bro. I'm gonna stop. I know exactly what you're saying, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro. We there, bro. I agree with you. So I'm not gonna disagree with nothing that you're saying, bro.
Now here's the kicker.
Okay.
Way back in the day when the Pakistanis and the Indians was fighting, let's say India would have took over Pakistan.
Right.
What ethnically what would they be then? Ethnically.
Indians?
There you go.
Right. Okay. I see what you right. Because
like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with phenotype.
Right. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in agreement, brother. I'm in 100% agreement.
We're talking about language, culture, and all the other shit that make up an ethnic group.
That's right.
You know, Pakistan and India was warring for a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. All through the 80s. And some of the 90s. Was it all? Yeah, I know it was all through the 80s, right?
Right.
Yeah, all through the 80s.
And colonization affected those two countries differently.
Right. Yep, because they were both colonized by
India was colonized by Britain.
Yep, England.
And Pakistan was colonized through the Islamic Empire for hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yep, that's right.
Like Islam didn't hit nothing but a little bit of India. It didn't affect the whole region.
Right. You know, and that's why
you got some Muslims in India.
Well, you know, but that whole Islamic thing affected Tanzania, it affected Ethiopia, it affected goddamn Somalia. But again,
we're talking about one aspect of it. That's why I wouldn't say like a Sri Lanka or like a what's another Muslim Asian country?
Malaysia?
Yeah, Malaysia. Yeah, you're right.
Malaysia. Yeah.
Yeah, they still got their own distinctive indigenous culture still there, even though a lot of them are Muslim. Pakistan don't got that.
Right. So would you say now I'm gonna do a stretch, man, and boy, I don't want to goddamn have Yanga jumping on the goddamn show trying to correct us, but would you say that those people, I don't even want to get in this conversation. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna leave it alone. Because I don't because you already debating goddamn good God alive again. So I got Islam coming out of my ears. You know what? We can move on. I'm not gonna even ask a question, bro.
All right, so but again, just in summary, it's weird seeing. I don't care how much you think the ideology touched those particular people. It's weird seeing and this dude don't look white Mexican. This dude look indigenous Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Did you see his mugshot?
I seen it. He's kind of pale, dude. He look
Bro,
kind of Spanish.
come on, Black Son.
No, man. I grew up. No, MD.
Come on, Black Son.
I was agreeing with you up until now. That's why I got to goddamn. I got to put the hammer down.
You tripping?
No,
this dude looks straight out of the taco shack, man.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong picture, man. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong mug shot. This dude look okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone.
This dude looks straight out of the taco shack.
Okay, I'm just saying, man. I grew up around Mexicans that are darker than me. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know,
bro. I live around Mexicans all around me right now.
Right.
And you put him in there with them, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
No. I got you. But okay, but you will admit that Mexicans are a mixture of people too. They're mixed.
Yeah, but the ones that's I know a Mexican from a colonizer.
Do you?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay. I'm okay. Hey, you a bad man.
Hey, no. We can't put that article back up.
Okay.
Now I got to prove you wrong.
Okay. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that.
Put the article back up. First we gotta establish we talk about the right person.
Okay, let me put it back.
I don't know. Like I said, I was driving at the time. I don't know what picture.
Okay. Yeah, he looked pretty pale, but you know what? Hold on. Let me get the article. Let me get in Facebook. Let me goddamn get in Facebook, and let me goddamn pull this thing back up so we can look at him on. So that you pulled over, right?
Yeah, I'm stopped now. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. Okay, here we go. Boom. Let me pull them up. And let me pull it down. And okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is that him? Oh man, come on, dude. Show us damn picture. Oh, now they tripping. Okay, hold on. Skip ad. That's him right there. Okay, yeah, okay, now
I don't see nothing on the screen.
Oh shit. Hold on, man. Damn, this fucking all right, hold on. Share screen, window, boom. Okay, you see him now? Oh man, I gotta blow this.
I'm waiting for it.
Okay. Damn, I'm trying to get a. Oh shit, he's on the right, man.
Yeah, it's still saying it's buffering on my end.
Oh, it's
okay. It just came up.
Okay, I don't know if that thing is too small for you, man, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can't see that, man. I can't see that at all. Bro, just Google Allen, Texas shooter mugshot. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, got you. Allen, Texas shooter mug shot. Let's see what. Oh shoot! Come on, Allen, Texas shooter mug shot. Oh gosh, what the hell? Let me see images. Oh great.
Oh damn! I don't say. No. Hold on. Go back up.
Okay.
Go to the very first one.
Okay, boom. That's him?
That's him. That's him.
Oh, that okay. That don't okay. Yeah, now yeah, that looked like a okay.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
was looking at the wrong guy then.
I was in at the wrong mugshot, dude. He's straight Mexican. He don't, he okay. Yeah, I see why you were saying that. No, the other mugshot I was looking at was somebody different, man. That motherfucker was pale as hell. He looks, he don't look Aryan at all.
And I mean, in all honesty, he looked like he'll want to be black. Just, just
Right. Yeah, with
just
the
based
two,
off of how he looking.
with the two
With the,
earrings, right.
yeah, yeah. What so he all screwed up.
That's the same person. Oh, his hair is longer. Oh, he grew his
Yeah,
hair out.
they're two different mugshots.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he looked more black on the left.
Yeah, yeah. On the right, he just got longer hair and a little bit more beard. Look,
Right.
he got his shit all lined up on the left. Two earring, bro. Come on, bro. We dealing with identity crisis, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're dealing with, bro. I don't mean to laugh, MD, but yeah, that's exactly what we're dealing with. Cause it looked like goddamn MC, goddamn Hernandez right here, man. You know,
MC Hernandez.
yeah, MC Hernandez on the left, and then on the right, he just looked like he came straight off the taco truck. But neither
Exactly.
one, he don't look. Okay, I see what you're saying, bro. Yeah, identity crisis, Drew. Mental health issues, bro. We got a lot of that going on. A lot of that going on. So yeah, I agree with you on that, bro. Yeah, it's definitely identity crisis, bro. Especially
We got a wannabe black neo-Nazi cholo is what we got.
Oh god damn. It's interesting that you say that because in the prisons in California and Texas, not on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, a lot of the essays are aligned with the white brotherhood. I don't know if that's
Well, that's just gang culture. I'm not. I don't. Yeah, I don't associate that with this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, yeah. You're right. No, you're right. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
that's
even.
just gang culture. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gang culture, but they're not allowed to deal with the blacks though on certain levels. But I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, it's gang culture, but it is based around race though.
I mean, yeah, of course.
So why? Never mind. You know what? I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, okay. So identity crisis. Oh gosh, man. Let's
So
get to the next.
we can get to the next one. Yeah,
All right,
because
let's get to
we
the
don't
next.
spend way too much time on that.
Yeah, man, this shit, it's like a whole nother show, bro. It's like a whole nother show. Let me share a screen, man. Like a whole nother show, man. All right, so the last one, man, y'all gonna trip out on this one. Ah, actually, it's almost
All
like
right.
okay. Oh, you want to read it? Okay.
Yeah, I read it.
Okay, no problem.
All right, so yeah, this from Al Jazeera. It's U.S. prepares for influx at Mexico border as Title 42 expiry nears. Policy that has allowed U.S. authorities to turn away most asylum seekers at Mexico border will end on Thursday.
Oh shit.
U.S. President Joe Biden's administration is preparing for the end of a controversial public health order that has allowed authorities to turn away most asylum seekers at the United States border with Mexico. Biden held a call with his Mexican counterpart, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, on Tuesday, just 2 days before the Title 42 policy is set to expire. And the leaders pledged to bolster cooperation on the border. Hold on, stop right there.
Okay.
What in the hell are you collaborating with the Mexican president for? What you gonna say? Hey, look, you can go and let all your damn your criminals out now. We'll take them all.
Right.
Like what could you possibly be collaborating with a Mexican president for? Like for what? About what?
I don't know. This thing runs deep, man. Operation Fast and Furious.
All right, you're gonna have to scroll down a little bit. I can't see the top
Oh, no
part.
problem, no problem. I got you. Yeah. All right, there you go.
All right. They discussed continued close coordination between border authorities and strong enforcement measures, the White House said in a readout of the talks. Both leaders underscored the value of managing migration in a humane and orderly fashion, with expanded legal pathways and consequences for irregular migration. Irregular migration, it said.
Right.
First imposed by former U.S. President Donald Trump at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020. I can't see it because
Oh,
the avatar's in the way.
oh shit. Oh, hold on. Let me.
Like, okay.
How's that?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
Title 42 effectively allowed U.S. border authorities to rapidly turn away most asylum seekers arriving at the border without offering them an opportunity to apply for protection. The policy has drawn, the live cutting it out, I can't see it. The policy has drawn widespread condemnation from rights advocates who argue it forces migrants and refugees back to unsafe Mexican border cities and violates U.S. obligations under international law. Okay. Speaking to reporters earlier on Tuesday, White House spokesperson Karen Jean-Pierre maintained that the Biden administration was ready to handle an expected influx in border arrivals when the rule expires on Thursday. Right now, we believe we have a robust plan, a multi-agency plan to do this in a humane way, said Jean-Pierre, stressing that Washington is pursuing a policy of enforcement, deterrence, and diplomacy. The White House announced last week that it was sending an additional 1,500 U.S. troops to the border in anticipation of the end of Title 42. Border states, cities prepare. U.S. states and municipalities along the border with Mexico are also preparing. The Republican governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, said on Monday that he planned to deploy the state's new Texas Tactical Border Force under the auspices of the Texas National Guard. And on Tuesday, U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents launched a targeted enforcement operation in the Texas city of El Paso, a key point along the border that has seen an increase in irregular crossings in recent days. The Department of Homeland Security also said it would reduce the flow of legal travelers across the Paso del Norte port of entry to focus on security. El Paso, as well as two other Texas cities, Brownsville and Laredo, have declared a state of emergency as they struggle to cope with hundreds of people.
Damn.
Most from Latin America and some from China, Russia, and Turkey, who are already there.
Yep.
So stop right there. These people is already waiting.
Yeah.
These people is already waiting to get their ass on over here for the expiration of Title 42. Not for and these ain't your regular border hoppers. These people that's specifically there so they can seek asylum.
Right.
And really get the benefits. You like
there you
it's
go.
It's one thing to benefit from just being an illegal immigrant. It's another to benefit from having the protection under the United States under being a person of asylum. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's added protection.
That's right.
From a legal sense, but I'll continue. El Paso Mayor Oscar Leeser said the city was readying for many more on Friday, judging by a recent tour of the neighboring Mexican city of Ciudad Juarez. On the street, we estimated somewhere between 8 to 10,000 people, Lisa said. Damn. Meanwhile, in Arizona, Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs has said the state will transport people who cross the border irregularly to other parts of the U.S. to help with the added arrivals. Okay, stop right there.
Okay.
So now we even dealing with a Democratic governor
Yep.
saying, "Hey, look, when these people start, when they turn the faucet on, and these people start flowing in Arizona, we're not gonna have no choice but to send a lot of them out to a lot of these other metropolitan cities."
Facts.
So that's the first time I've heard that. So this just ain't an issue of, oh, the Republicans shipping out illegals to other cities. It's not a Republican issue no more. We just heard a Democratic governor say this.
That's right.
But I'll continue. Already, humanitarian groups have said the number of people gathering near the border has sharply increased in recent days in anticipation of the end of Title 42. In Matamoros, Mexico, migrants and refugees were buying pool floats and life jackets to prepare to cross the Rio Grande River into Brownsville, Texas. Migrant rights activist Gladys Connors told the Reuters news agency. In Tijuana, across from San Diego, California, asylum seekers formed long lines in front of the towering border fence on Monday with the aim of turning themselves in to the U.S. border agents. So once Title 42 ends, they're going to come in with their hands up saying, I'm an asylum seeker. I
Right.
need to do my paperwork so I can get this money.
That's right. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Those hoping to claim asylum have expressed frustration with the CBP One app, which they are expected to use to schedule appointments. They even got an app ready
Yep.
to schedule appointments to seek entry into the U.S. Amnesty International has said the requirement severely limits asylum seekers' ability to seek international protection. Speaking to the AFP news agency from Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, a Venezuelan mother of two young children, Marjorie, said she had given up on the app. Instead, she tried to surrender to U.S. border authorities. They just come and tell us that they will receive us, but they never come back, she told AFP. They tell us to stay calm, to wait here, but they never come. We don't know why. The Biden administration has said it will employ expedited screenings and deportations in the wake of Title 42's expiration. Unlike under the public health rule, those turned away will be barred from trying to enter the U.S. for 5 years. The administration is also expected to impose a rule that would deem people unable to seek asylum in the U.S. if they pass through a third country before reaching the U.S. border and did not first apply for protection here. All right, so let me stop right there real quick.
Okay. Okay.
So that's Biden trying to put some countermeasures in place
Okay.
for these asylum seekers. But what? So okay, if I'm an illegal immigrant and I'm trying to get into the U.S. through asylum, they don't let me through asylum. What's the next best thing I'm gonna do?
Shit, through the tunnel.
I'm gonna hop that damn border.
Yeah.
So in actuality, what you're doing is you're gonna create a situation where it's gonna be we're gonna have to deal more and more with illegals rather than asylum protected immigrants.
Facts.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
Because hell, even from my viewpoint, if I'm trying to get asylum in the U.S. and I can't get it, then I'm gonna just jump the border.
Just jump the border. That's right.
But in any event, the move, dubbed an asylum ban by migrant rights groups, will likely restrict asylum claims for Mexican nationals. Earlier this year, the administration also announced a scheme that could see Mexico take in as many as 30,000 migrants and refugees from Cuba, Nicaragua, Haiti, and Venezuela each month. At the same time, Washington said it would take in a maximum of 30,000 people from those four countries each month if they meet certain criteria, including having sponsors in the U.S. and passing background checks. The White House said on Tuesday that the U.S. and Mexico have agreed to continue to implement the Success Joint Initiative after the end of Title 42. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Shit. Oh
All
man.
right. What you got on?
Man, Biden got his hands full. You know, Trump's gonna goddamn he gonna hit him below the belt on that one. You know, Trump gonna say he didn't have these kind of problems. You already see that coming in the debate, don't you?
Well, again, like I said, Biden trying to cover his ass with all these countermeasures, right? But the
Trying.
countermeasures is not going to work
No.
because it shouldn't be an influx of quote unquote asylum seekers like that in the first place. Asylum, you're seeking asylum based off of what? Now let's take Venezuela for an example. We know Venezuela is fucked up. Like
Right.
it's real bad.
Yeah.
I remember at one point in time Venezuela, like they were so hyperinflated, like it was like a million some whatever they money is just for like bread and stuff like that. The hyperinflation in Venezuela is terrible.
Absolutely.
That ain't got none, that's no means of asylum.
Okay.
If we talking about asylum, we talking about refugees
Right.
of some war torn country. Where's the war at? Where? I mean, I'm asking.
Hey, that's what
But besides Ukraine,
right.
and what the hell Ukrainian refugees will be in Mexico for? I don't know. But that lets you know the nature and the culture of this ability to get into the U.S. via Mexico. Well, now you got other countries that's not even in the same,
Exactly.
not even in the same hemisphere.
Right.
That's going to Mexico just to get into the U.S.
That's right.
Crazy as hell.
Hmm.
Chinese
people, right? I was surprised to see that. I was like, damn, Chinese. You know, they coming
like what the hell?
Yeah, they coming in on freight boats with that mescaline, with that. I'm sorry, with that. What they call that shit? We just talked about that shit.
The fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Yeah, they coming in with the fentanyl shipment.
Yeah, what they making? They making the fentanyl in Mexico, but I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Chinese making it too, but it's a drop off point.
What I'm saying, the fentanyl has one of their main ingredients come out of China. That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to yeah.
Well, I guess they dropping that off in Mexico then.
I'm just saying, MD. I'm just saying.
So yeah, so that's what we're dealing with right now. Like it's you think the illegal immigration is bad now. Wait until 2024. Trust me. Like I keep saying it over and over again.
Yeah.
2024 is gonna be a year in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be woo boy, I'm telling you.
Right.
It's gonna be all type of shit like news wise.
Oh yeah,
that affect you and me.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? Not just no running the mill shit. It's gonna be in direct conflict of our lives here in America.
That's right. That's right.
And this ending of Title 42 is just one of them.
That's right.
Now, they didn't say in the article if there were any petitions to try to extend Title 42. You know, I'm surprised the Republicans didn't like even attempt to. And like I said, they may have. I don't know.
Right. Why, man,
but I would have thought that they would have like fought harder to try to get it extended.
Right. Yeah.
Through legislation. You know what I mean? But
yeah. In
any event, you got people nipping at the heels, waiting for Thursday to come.
Oh yeah.
Right. I mean they said 30,000 people a month.
30,000, bro. That's a lot of damn people. That's a lot of damn people to be dispersed amongst these cities that are already overwhelming with homeless people. Immigrants already there. So that means Georgia gonna get a big hit too.
Oh yeah.
That means a lot of these people gonna spill over into like states that, like said, that not even an agreement. I mean, I'm assuming. So you're gonna look at a lot of Tennessee, South Carolina, hell, Alabama. You're
It's
gonna
going
hear
to affect the whole country, bro.
it's
It's
gonna
going to
affect
affect the whole country.
absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, Atlanta, look out. Buford Highway, look out. In fact, they might be expanding Buford Highway. God damn it. We gonna have to expand over in the Sugarloaf up there by yonder where I reckon where you live. I recollect, or I reckon where you live there, MD.
Because I'm saying, like, where's the house? And I can just use Atlanta. You brought up Atlanta, so I'm just use Atlanta as an example.
Yeah.
Where is the housing at for these people?
That's my whole point.
When people are struggling just to find affordable housing that's born and raised in Atlanta.
Exactly.
Now we talking about affordable housing,
right? Yeah, we ain't talking about these lofts that they're regenifying. We ain't talking about those.
Yeah, $3,000 for a damn studio.
No,
we ain't talking about that.
Right now, we ain't talking about those. Even though
we're talking about affordable housing for a family.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Like, where's that at in Atlanta? I don't see it.
I don't know. We're gonna find out though when they get here. Damn.
I mean, where's that at for a lot of these other cities? Where's that at in Chicago?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Where's it at? Damn sure where's it at in New York?
Bro, you got me. I don't know. Like I'm saying, I'm just thinking about Atlanta. Right now, I'm just thinking about Atlanta. I can't tell you where, bro. I can't tell you nowhere. And I do construction all over this state of Georgia, and I can't tell you where they gonna house them people at. You talking about goddamn a portion of goddamn 30 million, so I'm talking about a quarter of that reaching goddamn Atlanta. Boy, I don't know. We're gonna have to send them down to Milledgeville, I guess.
I mean, shit. Then you send them there. Then where the people that already been pushed out of Atlanta?
Well, I guess people in Milledgeville gonna have to go down to Brunswick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, man, it's frustrating for a person that
it is.
It's frustrating for a person that knows what it's like to see the evolution of where you grew up at.
So I guess I'm gonna feel like how native, like you and Rio, y'all natives from here, and I'm gonna say this: it's rare to find people like Rio and MD that are from Atlanta. Imagine when they get here, it's gonna be damn. Y'all gonna be a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. And like I said, I use myself as an example.
Okay.
I grew up in Decatur, right?
Yes,
I didn't grow up I didn't grow up in like regular Decatur. I grew up in the city of Decatur.
Okay. Yeah.
So where I grew up at was always diverse.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you grew up not being around a whole lot of people. So you came up as a child being an oddity.
Well, I came up having the best of both worlds. Because I could walk one direction and be in the hood, and then I could walk the other direction and be in an affluent community. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you about the hood, because again, I've met people from the hood and they not from Atlanta. A lot of them be from New York. A lot of them be from goddamn.
Well, I'm talking about when I was a kid. It wasn't like that when I was a kid.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so.
But I'm just giving you the geography of it. But right. I remember. Okay, so I want to tie it into this story.
Okay.
I remember when the Kosovo shit was going on.
Yeah.
And they had asylum seekers come. I went to school with a white boy from Kosovo. Now, okay. mind you, the elementary school that I went to was like 98% black. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then you got this.
Whoa! I gotta stop you. You said you went to school with goddamn Somalians and goddamn
Well, that's high school. I'm talking about my elementary school.
Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, all right.
My elementary school was all niggas.
Okay.
And here you go. You got this one little white boy that couldn't speak a lick of English at the time. You know what I'm saying? From Kosovo.
Y'all whip his ass. I'm sorry.
But I grew up. He's living up right down the street from me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We grew up all the way from high school.
Okay.
So as we grew up, he was like a nigga. That's what he started acting like.
So he learned English. So he learned English real fast.
He was good at it by the time we hit middle school.
Gotcha. Okay. So he grew in.
But I'm saying, but based off of his environment, he grew up around niggas.
Right.
But what I'm getting at is when they got to the States, they placed him in a black neighborhood.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think? Again, we got to pay in mind. We're talking about a different circumstance in the early 90s versus now. Now, there ain't nowhere you can go in Atlanta and it don't cost over $2,000 just to stay. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Where are you going to place these people at now?
I don't know. He's at Milledgeville. We got to take him to Milledgeville. No, I'm being serious. You laughing. I'm being serious. They got to take him to Milledgeville. They're going to have to start goddamn doing construction in Milledgeville. I remember.
Again, we use Atlanta example. The same for the Somalians when they was in civil war in the 90s.
Yeah.
They shipped their ass where?
Clarkston
to the black community.
Yeah.
But that was a black community before they got there.
Clarkston was a black community?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Not no more.
Yeah, hell, you're right. Not no more. You're right.
No more. Shit. In fact, not only is Clarkston predominantly Somalians and
Southeast Asian.
Yeah. You got a lot of Cambodians over there. I said, damn.
Yeah, Southeast Asian, Somalians.
Man, I ain't never seen so many Cambodians in my life, man. I forgot how they look, bro. I ain't seen Somalians since I was in, I haven't seen Cambodians since I was in Los Angeles. I think I might have worked with one or two when I was doing mechanical work.
Yeah, we ain't used to them type of Asians down here.
No, man, not that dark skin, man. Goddamn dark skin, goddamn Cambodians. Boys. You know them damn Southeast Asian. Hell, it'll be 2 below 0. They'll be all bundled up, but they still got on them damn flip flops though. Yeah.
I be seeing them in Walmart. They be cold as hell. They got on some damn flip flops.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be like, what the hell?
Absolutely.
But like I said, Clarkston. What's the other part of Clarkston?
You got
Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale. Okay.
All that used to be black.
What? Damn.
All that used to be black, bro.
That's shocking. Wow.
Them people came in under asylum and built up the community to the point where everybody.
What you telling me when the Mexicans get here, they're gonna push out the blacks? Is what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me?
We already pushed out. We already pushed out.
Hold on, MD. In their defense, when I got here, goddamn Norcross, Jimmy Carter was not built up, so we can't say we were pushed out because we never lived over there.
But that's Norcross though. I ain't. Right. I'm talking about Atlanta.
No,
I'm talking about Southwest Atlanta, West End, Decatur, East Point, College Park.
No,
I'm talking about all the hoods of Atlanta.
Okay, so okay. You know what? I mean, you've been here all.
It's only pockets. It's only pockets of the hood now. Hell, ask Yanga. Yanga live in a small pocket.
Yeah.
Of Atlanta that's still black.
Yeah, actually,
my granddad live in the West End right now.
Right.
He lived within. You know what's going on in the West End right now? They building beer breweries and
that's
pubs and all type of shit.
That's right. Yep. That's right. Yep.
In the West End of all places.
Right. You don't know about the little skate parks in the warehouse where the white boys go.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah, you didn't know about that. Yeah. They got built little skate parks in there.
You know what I mean? My granddad, he did a reverse mortgage on the house that he at now.
Okay.
When my granddad passed, we're not gonna be able to have that property. Period.
Oh shit.
Unless we pay for it.
Right. Okay.
And I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Those are the problems that we face in the black community, doing dumb shit and not investing in stuff that we're supposed to invest in.
But in all fairness, I mean, do you look at like, well, because I be seeing a whole lot of abandoned houses, and a friend of mine told me, she said that a lot of times these families, the property gets caught up because the wills ain't written out right. You know what I'm saying? So them properties sit for years, and then eventually the banks come snatch them up.
Well, who fault is that?
I mean, do you blame the lawyers? Because you're talking about, I mean, you're talking about a lot of those people passed down, and the original homeowners are from like the 60s. They from the 60s, and they from the, I want to say the 70s.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Black Son.
Okay.
A lot of our ancestors, they fucked up. Is what they did.
Okay.
I'm gonna just be real with you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you be real with me, bro. I deal with reality. Trust me, it's not the first time I had this conversation, MD. I've had these conversations with many people.
They fucked up. They didn't maintain the home.
I agree.
They didn't keep up with the Joneses per se, as far as property taxes. And as you maintain a home and build up a society, build up a neighborhood, it's expected for the property taxes to go up.
Right.
But you get so far behind where, you know what I'm saying, where you got to do like shit like my grandpa did with reverse mortgage.
But what? Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to. Damn, that's a whole nother topic. Because I was going to ask why did they?
But a lot of us did that shit.
Okay.
He didn't just do it with one house. He did it with two.
Right. Oh, he took out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn. That's hard.
So a lot of our grandparents, or a lot of our parents, grandparents that done passed away, it's sad to say, but they fucked up.
Right.
Because they didn't maintain the neighborhood. They thought they had done attained the American dream, and that was the end of the story. It wasn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it left a lot of, like, my parents and me in a position where even the little bit of wealth that we were supposed to get, we can't even get because of the mismanagement of our ancestors.
Right.
Just keeping it real. That's just being honest.
Yeah.
And as that shit happened, we got an influx of all these people coming in to these lower property tax communities.
Yeah.
And they taking the shits over, i.e. the Mexicans, the Asians, the Africans, whoever.
Right. Well, I'm glad. Well,
that's on us. That's on the government taking advantage of the situation because of our fuck up.
Yeah. I can't argue against that, bro. In fact, you know what? I wonder if Rio, if you face him in the, you know what? Damn, I'm curious to know what Rio's position would be on that, because I think you and him, depending on his position, that would actually be a good debate. That would be a good debate, but
I don't think he would disagree, because I'm his pockets.
Yeah, that's right.
It's ghettos in a bubble. That's what I call them.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, y'all would. I guess y'all would have to see each other on politics, because apparently, y'all would. Yeah, because y'all both grew up here, and so I would see you and Rio agreeing on a lot of
and like I said, I grew up on the good side of the Decatur.
Right.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much the equity? I don't know where Rio grew up at.
Okay, okay.
Do you know how much equity of a home? If I would have been able to kept that property, how much? Okay, I'm fuck it. When my granddad sold his house in Decatur,
okay,
he sold it for it was $280,000.
yeah,
That was the appraisal. Now at that point, you got to remember the house was shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It was a shithole at that point because he didn't maintain it.
absolutely.
He didn't keep it up. He didn't modernize it. He bought the house in the 60s.
Yeah,
He didn't modernize the house. He didn't maintain it. He didn't do none of that shit. The house I grew up in, they tore the house down. It was corner lot, downtown Decatur now,
right.
corner lot. Do you know how much when they built up that house on that corner lot? You know how much it went for? I just want you to guess.
Man, I can't, man, shit. I want to say at least, you know what? Just tell me, bro, because I don't want to.
$910,000.
Yeah, that's steep as hell.
The house across the street went for $1 million.
That's what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna say that, but I said, let me just yeah.
In affluent Decatur.
Yeah. I was actually gonna say $1 million, but I said, you know what? Let me just. Yeah.
I sometimes I ride through my old neighborhood, man. That shit's so fucking nice.
Yeah.
You can walk to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
They got little bar. They got bars and pubs and little eateries. You know, the white folks walking their dog and with the stroke. It's like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right. That's right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what.
That's the name. I didn't grow up like that.
Right. Yeah,
I wish I would have grown up like that.
Yeah, they got.
But when I was growing up in that neighborhood, it was a middle class black neighborhood.
Right.
That's what it was.
That's right.
But again, those baby boomers thought they had it made. They thought that was the end of the chapter, and it wasn't.
Right.
They didn't maintain a goddamn thing.
Right.
They didn't modernize their houses. All of them was working at places like the GM plant. My granddad, he worked on the railroad.
Right off of damn, Doraville.
Yeah, in Doraville.
In Doraville, yep.
These were the people that had all those jobs.
Yeah.
Good paying job, and was able to raise the family off that shit.
Yeah.
That shit ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying?
No, I remember they tore that plant down. I remember, in fact, yeah, we were contracted to tear it down. Damn, I remember that shit, bro. Damn.
So again, I mean, like I said, it's a harsh reality.
It is,
but it needs to be said. A lot of our baby boomers, they fucked up. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Because
they were the ones that made the most money of any of our generation.
Right. Yeah.
Based off the time, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But they thought they had it sweet.
So I guess,
but they didn't look to the future.
Yeah. You gotta look. Yeah, you gotta damn, dude. Yeah, you gotta modernize these houses. But don't you got to take out loans to modernize them, don't you?
Again, we talking about people that had pensions and 401k. My grandparents had plenty of money. It ain't my fault, y'all. Y'all fucked it up. Modernizing a house is something you do over time. It ain't something that you just do wham bam boom. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess just depending on your income and your budget. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Again, you got to remember the generation of black people we're talking about.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah. You're right.
The baby boomers had the most money out of all generations.
Right. Yeah.
Value wise, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, I'm saying, like, I know I make more money than my granddad did, but in the value of when he grew up versus when I grew up,
yeah,
his value way more than my value. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Right. Yeah.
Even though I make way more money than he ever did, I can't afford a goddamn thing. I mean, I can afford it, but you know what I mean.
Oh, right. But he had more liquid assets, is what you're saying. Like as far
Right,
as
exactly.
like property, property.
And value was way deflated then,
Right,
as
exactly.
opposed to now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it ain't
So
arguing
you could
that.
afford a lot more shit.
Yeah.
Where you could raise a family off of one income.
Right.
But not only was my granddad working, my grandma was also working.
Right. And then things were the groceries were cheaper too. Groceries, gas,
I mean, everything was cheaper.
everything was cheaper. Yeah. So yeah, you have to just equate, your living expenses, worth value, your assets of your house, all that, and then like I said, just normal.
They put priority in the shit that they wasn't supposed to put priority in.
Well, but like you said, they didn't look at the future. They thought things were sweet. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, I mean, shit. Who really knows the future, bro?
I mean, but it ain't about knowing the future. It's about knowing that you have a future in your progeny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's about knowing that you got kids.
Oh well, yeah, of course, yeah. I agree. You ain't gonna hear me or against that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't about knowing the future. Something can burn. Whatever. But you got to. We didn't have a concept of generational wealth.
Right.
We never had a concept of that.
No, sir.
So the baby boomers was just spending money.
Right.
Because they had it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that's what they fucked up at.
Damn. Yeah.
And it's to our downfall because the immigrants are taking over. Attack of the killer tomato. Goddamn, that's what it is.
I mean, but how do you? Well, you know what? Because you turned me on to a show last night, and it was about should blacks be Republicans? And even though it was a great conversation, a good positive space, I still feel like, man, we are light years behind because the conversation that should have been had in that platform last night is what type of demands do we need to bring to the Republican Party? I think everybody in that space is like, and I know Twitter just, under Elon Musk, like there's this new awakening. And I'm cool with the awakening. I'm cool with the black Republicans, black conservatives and all that, MD. But when do we stop saying, oh man, I'm a Republican, and start saying, okay, we're Republicans, next step. Now let's goddamn make some policy demands. Like I almost heard the conversation trying to get there, but then the next person's like, oh, I'm a black Republican. And then it was just like, damn, okay, we get it. We get it. You're in a whole black Republican space. Like, okay, can we move the conversation forward? Because we're doing the same things that the Democrats are doing. We're being stagnant. Like, okay, we're black Republicans. So what? Okay, now what? Let's talk about the policies. And then I heard some woman
go ahead.
Last night was like, oh, voting doesn't work. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. And I'm like, well, what the hell are you doing in
there? Right.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't take people like that serious.
Man,
but I don't people like that serious.
Stop disrupting the space. Stop disrupting the space so we can progress from, okay, we're all black conservatives to, okay, what kind of policies are we going to agree upon and push? That should be the discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like at this point, we don't need to be identifying with nothing because I don't think we earn that right politically to identify with nothing. I think we got to do exactly what you just said. We got to identify what legislative work is going to benefit us. I don't give a damn where it comes from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that's the way we got to move now.
But like I said, do we all have we might all have the same type of policies in mind, but we may not prioritize them the same. Would you agree to that, MD?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
definitely agree with that.
at some point, because I believe black people, all black people are conservative. I just believe that. You know what
I
I'm
believe
saying?
I agree with that. But
So
conservative doesn't mean Republican.
no, it doesn't mean Republican, and I don't even care about the whole Republican thing. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I heard people
Right,
talking
right.
about how they voted for Trump. Man, kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Trump gas prices just like the next person. But when do we come together and start prioritizing certain things that we want as policies, like prioritize certain policies? So do we come together as black people and say, okay, well, we agree with 1 through 6, but we want 1 to be 1, 2 to be 2, 3 to be 3? Like, when do we come and have that conversation?
When we start voting the right way. See, I don't believe in collectivism like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
Okay, okay.
what is it that we always say? Black people ain't a monolith. We say that shit damn near
No,
every show.
and I agree with that. I stand by that. I agree and I stand by that. However,
I stand by it too. But yeah, but hear me
okay.
out.
So okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm I'm listening.
The only way that you can do like what you just said, we have to get the proper representation in place
I agree.
in order for that to happen. It's
Okay.
not about us having like a high mind and every Negro in America sitting down at a table. No, it's not. It's about making sure that number one, don't. I put you like this: the only thing that we need to prioritize
Uh-huh.
is is
Them gas prices.
putting putting people in place that's a priority of black folk. Period.
Okay,
That's the
but
first thing you got to do.
okay, but here's a conundrum. Black people all got different priorities.
Yeah,
MD.
and
You know how many
we
people?
all live in different places, black son.
I agree. I totally agree.
The priorities fall in place in where you live. That's why I said we're not a monolith. You got to
No, I
get the
know we're not
proper
a monolith, but see,
representation.
so when I come to the table, my argument: gas prices. That's going to always be my argument amongst conservatives.
Is that a black issue though, black son?
It's not a black issue, but I mean, I'm going to put it over a bunch of black issues. I'm just saying, bro.
So based off of what you just said,
Okay.
yeah, that's the example of black folks saying a monolith.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa,
So what do you
whoa.
need to do?
I need to have this discussion.
You need to get the representation in place
Right.
in order to prioritize gas prices. You got to start from the bottom up, not up down.
Okay.
So everything goes from the rung of the local ladder on up to national.
Right.
We need to start formulating plans and goals based off of where we live at first and foremost.
Right. Right.
Before we could do anything else. And once you see progress in that level, all the priority shit will fall in place on its own. We ain't even gotta say nothing.
Right. Right.
We know what affects us as black folks without talking to each other.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what affect a black person, a black American in California, just like a black person in California know what affects me here in Georgia on a national stage.
Yeah. 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 Reparations.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's part of it, but I mean, it's other shit too. Illegal immigration.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We know what affects our communities. We know what affects our lives. We know what affects our economy. We not dumb. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying we're dumb. I'm just saying we got different priorities. I'm not
You're
saying
right,
that.
and our priorities is based on how we live in our communities.
Right. Right.
Nationally, everything will fall into place as it should.
So you're saying that? Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying
If we think if we think from a community standard, the national shit is like telepathy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Because we thinking from a community standpoint.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking from a community standpoint, I'm empathizing with a community that's across 3,000 miles from me in California.
Okay.
Because it's all the same shit.
Okay.
We have the same harms because we Black American.
Right.
So once we start thinking from a community aspect, the national shit will fall into place.
Got you.
But we have to get the proper representation from the bottom rung up. We've got to start at the bottom rung though.
Right.
And the bottom rung is local politics.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely in agreement with that, man. Definitely in agreement with that. Yes, sir.
So yeah, good show, man. 2 hours.
Yeah, and it is, man. Yeah, yeah. We on the 2 hour mark, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we here. So before you go, tomorrow is the CNN Hall Minute. It's the
Yeah, tomorrow's that's the day.
CNN.
There's a lot of shit happening tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Is it tomorrow the deadline?
Yeah, that's the 10th.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, shit. Well, we got the town hall too.
We got the town hall. We got Bakhmut getting sealed up. We got the FBI documents. We got a lot of shit tomorrow.
Oh, you hadn't heard nothing from the FBI documents, have you?
Tomorrow is the deadline.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's the deadline. Yes, yes, yes. You just said something very interesting because you know that's usually my wheelhouse. You said Bakhmut's getting sold up. Is it? Did I just hear MD say that?
I mean, tomorrow is Victory Day, is it not?
Yes, it is. So are you
Okay.
predicting? Because Prigozhin got his ammo. You predicting that they about to show their ass? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I can only go off reports.
Okay, well, let me update everybody. Prigozhin did get his ammo. Putin did FedEx it to him, so that is an update from last week.
He fed it.
Well, what do you call it? DHL? Amazon? Go-kart?
Yeah, he Instacarted the ammo. Walmart curbside.
Curbside ammo. Man, let me get off here. Basically, yeah, y'all, everybody, yeah, he got his ammo. Prigozhin got his ammo, man. But like I told MD, hey, I'm gonna just say it. Prigozhin showed his ass. He put on a show. Were them really dead soldiers in the background? I don't know. Was he calling a bluff? I don't know. Some say he was calling a bluff. Some say, he was putting on the show. He's done that before. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it to MD to close us on out. MD, man, close us on out. Man,
man. I mean, yeah, another great show. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you, Twin. Yeah, man, Arena this week, man. Every Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
Every Tuesday night, man. Yeah.
So y'all join us tomorrow for that town hall. The town hall is tomorrow at is it 7, MD?
I don't know. I don't know what time it is.
Okay, well, let's just be here at 7. I'm gonna try to find out the exact time, but the town hall, I think it's supposed to start 8 p.m. So I'm thinking maybe we should be in here by 7:30, 7:45, 7:50. I don't know, but I want to, because I'm gonna stream it from RS right side. Yeah. Because they they let us use their stuff, man. Shout out to them. So I'm gonna be using them again.
Hey, just for precaution, remember what I said, man.
Yeah,
whenever they start playing music, mute that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on it, MD. I'm on it. I'm surprised. In fact, I still need to edit the last one so I can put the video back up with Trump, actually, because that's all they had. They just said, hey, it was a copyrighted music, but that was it. They did not. They did
Yeah,
not.
when they start playing music, just turn the volume all the way down and wait for somebody to start back talking.
I'll be on it. I'll be on it. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna just wait until I'm gonna keep it down until Trump starts talking. I mean, shout out to RSBN, but I mean, they be having a lot of commercials. Shout out to the Mike, the pillow guy, but we just gonna concentrate on Trump.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but shout out to them, man. Shout out to them, man. And I want to thank them for allowing us to restream their stream. So, man, shout out to them, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be on that, MD. I'm gonna definitely meet that music out.
All right, man. So yeah, there you have it, man. Special coverage tomorrow, man. The Arena Uncensored.
Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all don't want to miss it.
Live at the Trump Town Hall in New Hampshire.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Y'all send us a couple $1 here. Maybe we could pull up on them. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you need to start.
I'm just playing.
Okay. Talk with your cash out.
I pull up with my truck up there, man. I'm just playing.
Shoot, hey.
Yeah, no doubt.
Interview at Mar-a-Lago, shit.
Yeah. Exclusive. The Arena Uncensored, Donald Trump.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but no doubt, man. Yeah, good show tonight, man. And peace to everybody, man.
All right, we out, y'all. Peace. Close it on out.